The Clash Files is taped before a live studio audience.
If you could edit this into a succinct podcast, then maybe we should give you $100.
True story.
Yep.
And I have no idea how I'm going to open the show.
There, a village abandoned, the goblin fear. Build up barracks and train my troops up. First enemy base, I'm not giving up. Steamrolling, slam me down. Sword in my hand, new sheriff in town. I go solo or I help out the team. When I grow up, I think I'll marry the queen.
You can sprinkle in truth with the one that you need, and the one that you use, it will always be me. I'm the MVP. Look and see, but the fact that the realm of the clash is here means my face will be mean and tapped upon frequently. The main symbol of fear. Tell your mama I'm here. I am barbarian, and with my sword I'll bury him. And with their axes we will clash and we will carry them. I know the enemy is knocking on my door. Let's get these trophies, make them later.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of what we're hoping will be your next favorite podcast, The Clash Files. And my name's R. Cooper Katie in Clash of Clans. And with me today, and who will be with me all the time, I've got Natalia from Kent Farmhouse. Natalia, murder, marry, and kill, Giants' Wishes, and Riders.
Murder, marry, kill, giants, witches, or hog riders. Wait, murder, marry, kill? You have murder in there twice.
Oh, well, then that's not very well thought out, is it?
I know.
Well, I mean, who would you murder and who would you just be okay with killing?
Okay, with like what?
Oh,
Are you trying to say fuck, marry, kill? Is that where we're going here?
Yeah, but except I don't want to use the word fuck.
No. Screw, marry, kill?
How about screw?
Giants.
Okay, Natalia, screw, marry, kill, Giants, witch, hog rider.
Screw, hog rider. Marry, giants, go witch.
Excellent. Also with me today is Hal again.
How's it going, Coop?
Good. Screw, marry, kill, barb, arch, and goblin.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez. Do I marry the money-hungry one? Well, I got to start with screwing the archer. Marry the barbarian. Maybe because he'll be off doing his own thing. Kill the goblin.
Excellent. Also with us today, Rancid Meat from In the Game. Rancid, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, marry, screw, and kill Gollum and Barbarian King.
What was the second one?
Pekka, not Pika.
Marry, screw, and kill. Well, I can't become Amish and just marry them all?
No.
Acceptable.
The judges have ruled.
I can't give up any of my tanks.
No.
So anyway, you might recognize us all. We've all been on different podcasts, and we decided that we would give this a go. We're all from Kent Farmhouse currently.
Yeah.
And want to give a shout out to them right off the bat. But I thought a good place to start would be to just kind of go through, where we are in the game, what got us there. Short little intro, maybe. And Rancid, do you want to do that first?
All right, certainly. Yeah, I'm Rancid Meat with a 1 and a 3 in my name because, well, I can't spell, and what I really wanted was taken. But I've been playing since September of 2013. I'm almost fully maxed Town Hall 9. One more level on my Queen, and I'm done with that. and I'm going to hang out for a little while and try and learn to kick some ass.
What about walls? You going to max your walls before you go to Town Hall 10?
Yeah, but they
Boo.
they take so long that you forget that you're doing them.
There's a
But I
reason for
don't
that.
forget.
Thanks, Rancid. Okay, and also we have the leader of Kent Farmhouse who's going to be on the show each week. On the show each week, and that's Natalia. You want to tell us where you are in the game?
I am a Midland Town Hall 10. My walls aren't as good as Rancid, nor are my heroes. I'm working on 2020 heroes. My queen is headed to 19 as we speak. Yeah, defense wise, I have everything upgraded except for archers towers, cannons, and expo. But yeah, I came to Kent Farmhouse how long ago was it? Oh, let's just say a long while ago. Right after it was created, actually. And I believe Matt, who was an L, was running the farmhouse and one day offered it up to me and I took it.
I want to say that we were talking the other day, and we're 17 seasons in.
Yeah, something
So
like
that's
that.
34 weeks. 34 weeks.
Been there 34 weeks.
Wow. And so we also have with us Halligan. Halligan, you want to kind of intro yourself?
Why, certainly. I haven't been with Kent since the beginning, but maybe my heart has been since back in November when I joined you guys for the Kryptonian family. Fell in love with all the Kent members while I was there, so saw me join in there sooner rather than later. Took a little while to make the jump, but I am also a Town Hall 9. Max defenses, but I still am lagging way behind Rancid as far as hero levels and walls. I've got level 20 Archer Queen, Barb King, handful of lava walls, 25 lavas, 164 Legos, and 60 skulls. That's what matters at Town Hall 9. Trying to get all that stuff up. I don't have any plans on going to Town Hall, so this is how you'll know me for the next few weeks. How about you, Coop?
So I'm a max Town Hall 10 as far as defenses go. I haven't quite maxed out my spells. I just started my jump to max today. My jump to max level today.
Yay.
My lightning has one more level. All my defenses are maxed up. My queen's at level 25, and I just put my king down to go to 23. And I've got some lava walls, but only about 10, maybe 20 lava walls. But I'm not a walls guy. I only attack through the air, so I'm not afraid of walls, so I don't tend to spend too much time working on walls. So that's
Agreed.
yeah. So that is the cast that you're going to get to hear each week. And one thing that we'll be talking about quite often is going to be Kent Farmhouse, which is the clan that we all belong to. And it's a member of the Kryptonian family. And Natalia is actually the leader of that clan. And I thought maybe she could tell you like what the clan was about and, kind of our philosophy.
I can do that. So, let's go back to the beginning, I guess. The family originated from two clans, House of L and House of Zod. They actually have their own podcast, as I'm sure you're already listening know. It's called Clash of Clans Podcast, the original Clash podcast, and everything that has sprouted henceforth has pretty much come out of that or because of that podcast. Anyway, so they were two pretty heavily focused war clans, and they would have some members and that didn't want to focus on war so much, so they decided to create a clan for farming, basically. And so that's how Kent Farmhouse came about. And originally it was a strictly farming clan. And that when I got to it, it was strictly farming for the most part. And then there was optional wars. So they did kind of war whenever they wanted. But it was optional or to not participate. And that worked for a little while when I think wars were still kind of new. But then once people started getting a hold of how wars worked, optional wars weren't working anymore. The clan was filling up, it was continuously at about 45 to 50 members, 45 people in war and only 20 participating. You're obviously not a lot of wars. So I ended up taking over the leadership position of Kent, as I kind of said before, from Matt. He was getting a little too busy with other accounts. And I put out a poll to the clan, if they wanted to make wars mandatory participation, and they did. And we've been kind of having mandatory wars since then, but we're still pretty focused on farming. We kind of allow farming and pushing and warring, and you're able to do whatever it is you want to do, and we support you in that. Yeah, we're super laid back. We're pretty much adults only. We tend to get a little racy occasion. We call it Kent After Dark. The three of you know, we've had some pretty crazy conversations.
No, never.
So, yeah, we're super laid back. Kind of the philosophy is, come hang out and have fun and keep it clashy and play the game your way. But just make sure you're active within the clan. We chat a lot. There's a lot of chat that goes by. And we like to see you in that because we want to get to know you. So, yeah, that's.
I would say that one of the things that Kent really does well is that the social aspect of the game, which to me is really the intriguing part of Clash of Clans. I don't really think any of us maybe would have been playing it for as long as we have been if we weren't able to find a clan that really embraced social aspects of it.
Right.
Yeah, Halligan, you said that you actually came from another clan, decided to leave your old clan to come to Kent Farmhouse. What do you think is really the most special thing about Kent?
Me.
Besides Natalia, and she'll tell you that she's the most special thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
No, it truly is the camaraderie that we have. Going back to that Kent After Dark thing, that's where we all get to let loose. This is mostly adults, mostly with kids, mostly with jobs and responsibilities that we play a game to get away from, and so the conversation really centers around letting go, we're always willing to share replays of good loot takes, but just the teamwork aspect of it when it comes to war, or when it comes to feeling each other's pain as we go through the day and as we go through the game.
Good loot takes, bad loot takes, poor attacks. We'll show anything.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was a clan that was made farming, at least in the beginning. But if you look at some of the bases that are in Kent Farmhouse right now, we're really strong. And in fact, have come off 7-1 in our last 8 wars. But I wouldn't really call us war focused. Rancid, what do you think has helped us in our war efforts? Do you think it's the fact that we're coming along in the game, or it's just we have a steady membership? What do you think's going on there?
I think it's the steady membership, and we've gotten since I've joined, there's been some attrition, and that's just normal for any big clan, that you're not going to hang on to everybody, and we've had a lot of great visitors and stuff, but the people that we've got in the clan right now are all wanting to truly be as a team, and it's now 48, 49 people that want to be the team, not 22, which makes a big difference, because when it comes to our wars, at least, I think everybody has now gotten on board and is okay with dropping down and picking on a little base to win. And that was it's a huge stumbling point for me, and I think it was for a lot of the other people. I hear that other players say the same thing, is that they feel obligated to hit across or one or two down, even on their second attacks. And we haven't been wasting those second attacks. We've been going down and just beating the hell out of, weaker bases, sending 9s down on 8s, 8s down on 7s, whatever we have to do. And that's just increased the team atmosphere, 200% in the last 3 wars, getting us to our 7th and win and our first loss in over 2 weeks.
I think you're right, and I think... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, everybody just still seems to be on board with the plan. And
I think it's also one of those things that in the last, I would say, 2 months, we've gotten a lot of people who have come from super war-focused clans who kind of want a little bit of a break. And so they come to us wanting to farm, and then they enjoy the environment so much that they tend to stay and war with us. Like, example, Turtle. Incredible attacker pretty much every time I've seen him.
Yeah.
Who else can I think of? Gearbanger's pretty good, says he sucks, but he's had some really good attacks. And there's more people that I can make examples of, and I think that's really helped because they also will open a dialogue. Somebody will say, hey, I'm looking to attack, 15 with Gola Union or whatnot, and Turtle or Gear or somebody will pop on and say, I think that's a good idea, but maybe add another golem, or maybe put this in your clan castle instead of what you were thinking. So there's a lot of really positive, really great dialogue happening, and I think that's been helping a ton.
Yeah, people are more encouraged to talk during wars.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think it has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I think we went through a long period of time where every attack had to be approved, and I think that really helped get us solid on attacks. And just recently decided that we didn't want to do that anymore, and I think that the clans really embraced that too.
Agreed.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that we want to talk about each week is what's going on in the game, like the larger game. One of the nice things about Clash, I think, is that we're pretty regular about putting out updates, and there's always some new thing that's either going around the forums or around the internet. So he's going to help us with Clash news.
I certainly.
I was just thinking the same thing. Hot off the teletype.
No, not a whole lot really going on this past little bit here. Overall, gamer type news is the E3 conference on past week, and while there wasn't really a whole lot of Clash oriented news on it, one of the things that kind of stuck out with me is the popularity of Twitch, and Google at one point trying to buy out Twitch.
Really?
They have, yes, yeah. They were in negotiations to buy them for, I want to say, I'm just pulling a number out of thin air here. Is I think that they were trying to get them for $1 billion.
Wow.
And there was some antitrust issues that came up during those negotiations that they backed out of, and Amazon swooped in, bought out Twitch. And they're obviously the leader in streaming gaming, and that's a big thing right now. I mean, it's multi-million-dollar entity closing in on professional sports as far as advertising budgets. But Google's not going to let that go without their hand in the cookie jar. So they just announced YouTube Games, which is their answer to Twitch, and they had some demonstrations.
YouTube game what?
YouTube game streaming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it'll be based on YouTube platforms with more with very similar ideas. Matter of fact, I didn't notice this, but Coop pointed it out. Twitch's in response to this was welcome player 2. because they're
Oh,
obviously, yeah, yep, yeah, snaps. So it's going to be interesting. It's just such a big powerhouse in the online video market that it's YouTube Live. I apologize. That's what they're branding it at YouTube Live. So
cool.
it's just kind of a
Holy.
ripple in the whole online uh, world. So that's out there.
What
Go
is
ahead,
that?
Rancid.
I was going to say, what the hell is that going to do to their system? I mean, YouTube is already getting 20 hours, no, sorry, 2 hours of content uploaded every second
Mm-hmm.
of every day. And then they're
Yeah,
going to,
well, if anybody can handle it, it's Google. I mean, in their
They're
servers and
gonna
what
have
have
to
you.
buy massive server space.
Oh, they've got it.
Yeah. You,
They absolutely have got it.
you know what it makes me wonder is, I don't know if any of y'all are aware of this, but there's a game called League of Legends. I want to say that's what it's called.
Yes.
And they have professional teams that play League of Legends. They have televised League of Legends matches or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy.
I wonder how long it's going to take, or if this is something that could happen. Is with all of the Twitch, there's proven demand for Clash of Clans TV style shows, and with a war being 24 hours, I don't know that anybody's going to be willing to sit down and watch a war. But if you had something like a tournament for Clash of Clans, I think that might be something that could be televised
That would
and
be really cool.
and
Like
really do well.
war
And
tournament.
that's where Twitch and this new YouTube Live are really coming in. And you're not going to get network television coverage for this kind of stuff, but you are going to get big dollars across these internet platforms. So that's
Yeah, but there's a lot of people who don't stream live TV in the first place. There's a lot of people moving away from that. They literally just watch Netflix, Twitch, YouTube, Hulu. I mean, all of those. There's
cord
so
cutters.
many.
Mm.
Yeah.
well, I agree. I mean, I live in a small town, and anything above the basic package of cable is super expensive. So why don't I just cut
And
that
it's
cord and download everything I need?
and it's available online for like a free dollars and free cents.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and with I think the cutting the cord thing skews younger, and the younger folks are the ones that are going to want to sit and watch other people play video games.
Yeah. And along those lines, Clash has been getting some pretty good matchups for people who follow the war community and what have you. One of the things that I noticed just over the past couple weeks is it's not familiar. The Reddit forums have a bunch of clans,
Yeah.
but that they all have to be authorized. They're all family, and they're kind of big deals. Well, one of the clans is Reddit Lithium,
Mm-hmm.
and they're a pretty decent war clan. And over the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that, they have matched up against different One Hive clans, starting back at the beginning of the month, May 30th, June
Nice.
1st. Yeah, exactly. Well, and here's the thing is that they say that they weren't hunting them. They were,
Please, they were
yeah,
hunting.
exactly. With with 3 matchups in a row, it's kind of obvious. So but here's the thing is that they got their comeuppance out of it, because the June 1st they lost to One Hive.
Wow.
Then the very next war matchup, they matched One Hive 2.0 and lost that one 86-62.
Ouch.
With 2.0 winning, right? And then it took them a little while, and maybe just some tweaking on their end. They just matched up or finished the war with One Hive Invicta, and they lost that one One Hive
Ouch.
won 68-1. Yes. So if they were looking for a fight, they got it. But both
They
clans,
found it.
yeah, and both clans said that they had a blast out of it, and I think that that's something that who knows? Maybe we'll see in the supposed big June-July update.
Yeah, they are a pretty legit war clan. They have 131 wins and currently have 2 champions and a whole bunch of masters.
That's legit.
So they must have had to do some engineering to match up with a couple of those One Hive clans. But yeah, 131 war wins.
How many war wins does One Hive have?
Oh, I think they're in the 170s last I had checked. High 160s, mid 170s. somewhere in there.
Lord, the
Yep.
egos that must come out of that clan.
Oh, holy moly. One Hive has 185 war wins.
Goodness.
Wow.
Higher than I thought.
2.0 has 166. And Invicta.
Victus got to be relatively low because they're new.
Oh, there they are. Invictive has 24.
Yeah,
Wow,
they're relatively
we have
new
more
land.
war wins than a One Hive clan.
Yeah, we've been around for a lot longer than the one than Invicta.
Wow. I mean, you don't need
So,
to say it like that.
So One Hive Genesis has 74. And then you have a ton of One Hive wannabes, including One Hive Lounge,
One Hive
Hive
Lounge.
One Hive Loyalty. There's one called One Hive Raids, which I'm guessing that's a German clan.
Nice.
And then my personal favorite, One Hive Fan Club.
Lovely.
Yes,
So
that one's
One
full.
Hive gets a lot of love.
Yeah, there's a lot of good guys in One Hive. You and I, Coop, in that podcast special clan, and a few One Hive guys in there, and really impressed. They were really down to earth, and hella farmers. That was the one thing that I was surprised about. But
They don't really subscribe to the We Don't Farm, I don't guess.
No, no, not at all. At least Shadow doesn't. He's a monster. But the big talk that I've been seeing out there is starting to get onto the big summer update. Everybody's anticipating something at the end of this month or early July, basically because apparently all in Finland, since you don't get all that much daylight throughout the year, you take vacation while you got it. So the Supercell offices basically shut down for a couple weeks so they can all vacations in sometime in August. So everybody's expecting something to happen at the beginning of July, so that there's a couple weeks of crowd tweaks. This morning we had a maintenance break for server improvements, is what listed on the forum. But that started the release. Fake release note updates, and there's a bunch of stuff. If you guys will find it in the next a couple days, none of them sound close, and we're not going to spend any time going over them line by line. But just let it be known that we're looking to see something decent come up in the next couple weeks. Looked back at what they brought out at this time last year, and that was the level 8 Tesla. They added that level 5 to the P.E.K.K.A, as well as level 3 to the bomb. Did some tweaking with the heroes. I think that's the point where they had dropped the recovery time, as well as increased the power. That was pretty good there. I think, what was it, level 20? It took them over 2 hours to regenerate.
Oh, it was the massive hero change. It was a year ago. Wow.
Yeah. Yep. So it could be something really big. I don't know what your thoughts on it are, Rancid, but I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I could see maybe something coming at the end of this month. I almost think, it's not far from the 3rd anniversary.
Yeah, one gem boost.
Hey, I mean, when you say they all go on vacation, maybe that's what they did, is they just gave everybody a 1 gem boost as a pacifier. Shut up, and we're going on vacation. We'll come back and check you when you're all rich. do a couple of tweaks, and man, we're gonna have some fun when we come back in September.
Yeah,
I'm on board for that.
Yeah, if they come up with some cockamamie reason to give us a 1 gem boost, we know that an update's coming a week later, right?
Oh yeah, boost the economy.
Yeah,
Pay
because
for
they
all those
want you to
upgrades
have
that
the
are coming.
lead. That's right.
The May update paid for that blower in days. Just
Yeah.
the matching update paid for
Yeah. Yeah.
everything.
I want to say the next one will be pretty big because the last one was so not big. Like, it was such a
Right.
nothing update. Or, on its face. I mean, I think everybody is enjoying the matching adjustments. It sure has made farming better, and being in a farming clan, that makes a big difference. But, yeah, I mean, the rest of it was really an event. Natalia, what do you think of the possible update that could be coming out in July?
July 2015?
Or do you think it's going to be a big, meaningful update, or just a little nothing one? What's our...
I don't know. I mean, I saw that. Hold on. From what I heard from Chief Hat, it seems like it's a decent update, or at least something new is coming out I haven't seen before, which obviously is pretty much what happens every update. But I tend to take his word of when something new-ish or big is coming out. So I think it'll be a decently sized update. I don't think we've had a real decent sized update in a while. I mean, I think the last one was just to kind of tide us over. I mean, name change, not exactly swoon worthy in my opinion. So I know I'd like to see maybe a new troop, or a new dark troop, or a new spell, or maybe I don't really want to see another defense, to be completely honest. I mean, I personally would love to see quests, because that gives me kind of day-to-day goal, or maybe like a week-to-week goal, or a month-to-month goal. I don't know. I mean, I think there needs to be another aspect to the game again, because I feel like it's been really, really, really war-focused. Started out kind of in pushing focused, and now moving towards war focused, and I'd like to see it kind of even itself out and give people the option to like either farm or do quests, and other people can war, and everybody can kind of have their cake and eat it too, instead of having to kind of like, I'm having to kind of like force feed myself war for the betterment of the clan, because
I
I'm
think
not.
quests has been something that everybody has been looking for.
Yeah.
Just something to do outside of the day-to-day monotony.
And I think it would be,
we'll get it.
Yeah, I think it would be really cool. I think you could do, personal quests, like just, quests for yourself. And then I think that there could be clan quests. So, the clan, and this is all like Delta Mastermind's quests on the forums, but I think he has a really good point to where you can do, kill 15 expos today or something. But I think that a clan quest could be something like, farm 500 million gold this week or something, just something that the whole clan can participate in, and then the whole clan gets perks from it. So I think that would be kind of a cool new aspect to the game. But, that's a pretty huge update, and I can't the time it must take to kind of implement something like that. So I don't expect it, but I would like to see it.
What kind of perks do you think would be associated with something like that? I think everybody goes gaga over gems, but I don't see Supercell really putting out something that's going to flood the game with gems. Is it like, you think like a gold
yeah, I
reward
think maybe
or something
gold,
like that?
or like, if you're farming for gold, maybe in return you get elixir. Or if you're farming for elixir, maybe in turn gold. Or maybe like golden DE. It's almost like, how you get war perks.
Yeah.
It's maybe it's like that. You get it. Everybody gets 500,000 gold, 500,000 elixir, and 110,000 DE or something. I don't know. Just some kind of perk, or maybe it goes towards
Special ability you can use for war.
That would be cool.
Like a special spell. Or access to an extra spell. You guys earned it this week. You kicked ass and stole a pile of loot.
Totally. You get at your your archer's towers shoot 10% faster this week
Or
because you
even
guys earned it. You
a
know, just
restricted
something.
troop.
Yeah, something cool like that. You know, or like I said, just earning clan perks. You know, you guys got 500 million gold in a week. Job 200 clan points goes towards, you know, raising the rank of your clan. So you're not having to be forced war. I think that would be really, really cool. And not that I mind war. Like, I know there's a lot of people that love war, and you know, there are times that I become war hungry myself, even though I suck at war. But I don't want to be forced to war for the betterment of my clan. I feel like I'm in that position right now.
Yeah, I hate warring.
Yeah.
Halligan, what else? What else is in the news?
Not anything else. That's all I got for you. And I'm Halligan and you're not.
Natalia, who do you want to give a shout out to this week?
Okay, so my shout out this week will go to the Warhammer recipient of our last war. Fitty!
$50 holler.
$50 holla. So, congrats, $50. Great job in the war. Yeah, that's my.
Rancid, who are we shouting out this week?
I'm going to shout out, and I'm not sure how to pronounce it exactly, Quackster, I think is right. Quackster123. He's the SV Co. He's one of my fellow Canadians. I was talking to him the other day in Fitz. And we're kind of from the same area and stuff, so he seems to be a nice guy, and so yeah, I'll say hi to him.
Cool.
Halligan, shout outs.
I want to shout out our temporary clanmate Jeremy, who yeah, he was great to have for a short little while, and he and his brother Kurt also have a podcast that is called Randomly Generated with Kurt and Jeremy. And look them up on iTunes because it's entertaining. They're both great storytellers, and Jeremy gets to have a section of clan with a C because they're from the South. So I'm guessing that they don't want to confuse it with the clan that most Southerners end up thinking about. So shout out to Jeremy.
And they do a great job of evaluating beers every show.
They do.
And beer is important.
So I'm going to shout out Rachel Dolezal of Spokane, Washington, who's been in the news lately. She was the president of the Spokane chapter of the NAACP. She was exposed as a white woman who was pretending to be black, and a lot of people are upset. Especially her white friends who thought they at least had one black friend.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Hey, well, she gets a shout out from us.
Dude, shout out to Rachel.
Do you have a joke of the week, Nat?
Oh, let me find it. Does it have to be Clash related?
Yes, it has to be a Clash related joke, but it does not have to be funny in any way, shape, or form. It can be put together by a fucking 3-year-old.
All right, wait. I'm looking for one. Hold on.
My shout outs are gonna rock every week.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, if you're a player, don't expect to get a shout out from Coop.
No, at all.
In fact, you've got to be completely disassociated with Clash of Clans. Next week it's George Zimmerman.
Hold on.
Because he will be in the news again next week.
He will, that's right.
He'll get picked up by the cops again.
He'll get shot in the face or something.
You guys are terrible.
If we didn't make fun of idiots, we really wouldn't be doing our job.
I'm trying to find Clash jokes, and they are harder than you would find.
Well, then you're going to have to make them up every week.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
I can tell you a story while we're waiting for Nat to look this fucking thing up.
Yeah, you do that.
I was at the eye doctor today, right? Getting my every 2-year checkup. And so they get me into the first room where they stick in and they're going to take a photograph of my eye. But, of course, the machine's broken, so I got to go back 2 hours out of my way to get a picture of my eyeball. But the other machine that they just ask you to stare into it and look at the picture. Don't move your head. And the machine, it sounds like a video game going off. Mm-hmm. And the image is a balloon flying over a field. And I'm thinking, shit, I got to get my freaking war attack in.
It's a balloon parade. I love balloons.
Oh, Greta.
What am I supposed to do? Get a new barber? Archie
Okay,
does
you-
it better than me. At least I can get my line right, though.
Oh man.
All right, hit us, Natalia.
Okay, hold on.
It's coming. Hold on.
It's soon. It's coming.
The build-up is
soon.
funnier than the joke. And it most likely always will be. I'm just going to
ready?
leave this whole looking part. I'll cut out the
All
really
the
dead
silence.
air.
All right, ready? Okay. A barbarian comes home very drunk from a pub with a duck under his arm. His wife answers the door. What's this? The warrior replies, "This is the dragon I've been shagging." The angry wife shouts, "That's not a dragon, that's a duck." The warrior looks at her and says, "I was talking to the duck." You're welcome.
Nice.
Good
Nice.
delivery.
Worth the wait. Every bit of
Yep.
it worth the wait.
Good.
We need a closeout from you, Coop.
Unless
I
you
got
want
no
that to be your
closeout.
closing words.
I think that the eruption of laughter should be the last thing that's heard before the music, and edit
What-
all this bullshit out.
Okay, do you guys want another joke?
I would
All right.
love to hear
I
another
Save
found a
joke.
good.
Save it.
Well, there's plenty of them here. I found a Reddit post of them.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What do Valkyries and Apple products have in common? They're
I don't-
expensive, and all they do is take up.
Okay, that one I like.
Oh, okay, ready? A minion, an archer, and a P.E.K.K.A. were in a bar. All of them were drunk. The minion kept shouting, "Gelato, gelato." The archer kept shouting, "Lana, Lana." What about the P.E.K.K.A.? That no one knows.
I don't fucking get that.
I was gonna say
I
that
have
one's
no
going
idea
crickets
either.
on me.
Evidently,
No idea.
Reddit's been infiltrated by 10-year-olds,
It's true.
and that's the end of our podcast. The end. This makes me think we may need to do another one of these.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much to make rhesus monkey sound like a professor.
Oh, good.
So
That works in our favor, I'd say.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Thank God.
music for the show today is performed by The Barracks. The album is Borderline Disaster. It's a real clashy album. I found it on iTunes. Check it out and show them your support.
Don't judge me, I'm not crazy. I'm just out trying to find my way. Worn out but still devoted, ensuring that my clan is safe. I go up, it's bombs away. Defenses start to fade. Keep calm and carry on. This fight has just begun. With balloons in the sky, we're way up high. Keep our hands inside. It's one crazy ride. And I know you can't see in the clouds. We're smiling, let us sing. Let's head back, I've been misled. There's no chance I will end up dead. Wizardry, it flies right past me. Wish I was warned this might get crazy.